Hello, Roadrunner fans. This is JJ Perez, and welcome back to another episode of the 13 Questions podcast, where I sit down and talk with different people inside of UTSA and ask them the same 13 questions for this 2023 football season. Appreciate you guys bearing with me a little bit this last few weeks. It's been a crazy schedule. With me personally, I didn't have anyone lined up for an interview last week, so was able to get back at it this week. Today we are joined by one of the elder statesmen of UTSA's offensive line, offensive guard Terrell Haynes. T. Haynes has emerged as kind of the leader of the offensive line group, so pretty interesting perspective. We recorded this at the Jeff Traylor radio show, so there is some background noise. I apologize for that, but hopefully the audio comes through for you guys. Here you go. Terrell Haynes on the 13 Questions podcast.
JJ Perez here, 13 Questions podcast with offensive lineman Terrell Haynes. T. Haynes, I started this podcast last year trying to get to know the guys a little bit better.
Right.
So it's 13 questions. I'm asking all the same guys the same questions. So
Okay.
let's get started. You have to pick a chore or obligation to do for 1 year. But if you make it, you don't have to do that chore for the rest of your life. So what chore do you hate that you want to knock out forever?
Probably laundry.
Okay.
Laundry for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I hate doing laundry, man. Question number 2. Can you describe how you are as a spectator watching a football game on TV?
Man, I'm dissecting the game, really, truly. I'm the type of guy I like to, oh man, this right guard, he missed this, da-da-da-da-da. And I feel like the game is more fun when you watch it that way and you watch it from a coach's or a skybox type of perspective.
Yeah. Now, do you rewind during the games, go back?
No, I just let it play through because then I feel like I'm dissecting film myself. So
yeah, I got you. Question number 3. What is the app on your phone that you love using and think other people should know about? It could be a common app.
Hopper. I feel like it's a useful app for when you're traveling.
Yeah.
They get you the best prices on flights and hotels and stuff.
Yeah.
You're able to freeze prices and stuff like that.
Awesome. I hadn't heard of that one. I got to check it out.
Yeah.
Question number 4. If you were allowed to relocate anywhere, where would you want to live and why?
Oh, man, that's tough. So originally I'm from San Diego.
Okay.
So number one destination would probably be back to the West Coast. But, I do want to travel abroad, so I'll have to get back with you on that question because I want to see the world some more.
What brought you from San Diego? How long was that move ago?
My freshman year in high school.
Yeah.
So, it was 2015. So, yeah.
Good deal. Question number 5. You see a hater on Twitter or social media, what do? Do you mute, block, ignore? I don't ever think I've seen you go back at anybody.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I do see it, I really just ignore it because it's social media. I'm not really big on social media, so more power to them.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative out there, right?
Yeah,
for sure. Question number 6. What makes you laugh during football games?
Really the smack talk, honestly. A lot of the stuff that's said out there is pretty funny to me. So, it'll make me laugh, it'll make me chuckle, stuff like that.
Awesome. That's a common one for some of the guys. So, next question. Who is a person you would be starstruck if you met? Someone famous, maybe another athlete.
Let's go back to that first turnover because it seemed like
that's tough for me. I'm not big on celebrities.
I got you.
Shot out of a cannon, getting to the quarterback, getting to running backs. Then before
yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think more about that one.
Okay, no worries. Anybody you modern your game or pattern your game off of? Is there a specific offensive lineman you look up to?
Adrian was here for a while.
Maybe Quentin Nelson, just to talk about it, to talk to him, and see what's his motivations and how he moves and how he's able to, what he does in the off season to be able to play at the level he plays. But yeah, that's probably it.
Good deal. What do you do to make yourself feel better when you're having a crappy day?
Well, I tell myself that I'm thankful that I woke up that day. It's a lot of people who don't get that opportunity, and so even if the day isn't going as planned, at least I'm up and I'm out walking around and stuff like that.
Yeah, is it hard? I know the grind is like, it's easy to kind of stay in a bad day, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to lose focus and feel sorry for yourself in certain times when it's getting tough, but, just keeping that win-the-day mentality, it helps me.
Got you. Question number 9, have you achieved your childhood dream?
Yeah, I would say, watching football and playing on the biggest stages in front of thousands of people, I did have aspirations to do that, and I've done that.
It's crazy. Like, you go back to your little kid, and like all you want to do is play D1 football, right? And now here you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. What life lessons from a young age stick with you now as a young adult?
Really just family. My family is so important to me. They've done so much for me to be able to be here where I'm at. And so just keeping them keeping me in their prayers and holding me up high is everything for me.
Awesome. Question number 11. What is the single most important skill for an offensive lineman?
You got to be tough.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no really way around that. And you just playing offensive line, the picture is not going to look pretty a lot. So you just got to find a way to get the job done by any means.
Question number 12 of 13. You have to lose all of your memories in your football career, but you get to keep on. You get to hold on to one. What football memory do you want to hold on to forever?
I was on the field when the fans lit the dome up in the fourth quarter of the first championship game, and that was a really special moment for me. So if that was the last football memory I'd had, that'd be it.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a great one. Question number 13 of 13. Appreciate you coming on the 13 Questions podcast. Just tell me what it's been like throughout your career here. You're one of the OGs on the offensive lineman. You used to be one of the young guys. Now you're the elder statesman. You've seen the program grow up a little bit. And what's that journey been like to watch that kind of transform before your eyes?
It's really crazy to see a place and traditions being built right in front of your face. Being able to see the trajectory of where this place is going, man, it excites me. It's giving me chills right now to think that I'm alumni and I'll be able to come back and watch the games and see how much this place has changed and how much the environment has changed, man. And I'm excited for where this place is going from the future. It's a great feeling to leave something better than you found it.
That's awesome. Great answer. T. Haynes, appreciate you coming on the podcast. Thanks
no
a lot.
problem. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
I appreciate T. Haynes jumping on the podcast. Pretty interesting fellow. Again, thanks to him and UTSA for setting that up. As I mentioned a few times, these interviews are kind of extra stuff that the guys do throughout the week. So kind of have to squeeze them in. And again, it's on their personal time. So I appreciate them coming in and doing that for me. So, pretty interesting guy. I'm always interested to see how the guys that have been here the longest have like the most perspective, because they were here when times were rough for UTSA, and T. Haynes is certainly one of those guys. And the part where he said he was getting goosebumps thinking about it and talking about how the program has changed, you could see it kind of in his eyes. So it'd be pretty cool to see how he finishes out this season, and for him to come back and see where the program is later on in life. So that'll wrap it up. 13 Questions podcast. We'll be back next week with another guest. Thanks for listening, guys.